Have you ever entered a place where even your thoughts seem to quiet down, where the world outside fades, and all that's left is the sound of water, the scent of roses, and the presence of stillness?
Welcome to 김포한강신도시 호수공원 장미원.
A rose garden and fountain park tucked into the rhythm of Gimpo. It's not famous, not crowded, but it holds something rare, a quiet kind of beauty that doesn't ask for attention. It simply exists. As I entered the park, the first thing I noticed was the fountain. It didn't roar. It didn't perform. It danced. Water arced gently into the air, catching the light, scattering gold in every direction. It felt like music, the kind you don't hear with your ears, but with your breath.
People paused.
Some smiled. Some took photos. But me? I just stood still
And watched.
Not far from the fountain, the garden begins. At first, a few flowers, but then a wave of color, roses stretching in every direction. Red roses whisper stories of love. Yellow roses hum with warmth and childhood joy. White ones, they hold a kind of silence that feels sacred. Over 60,000 roses bloom here each year. But it's not just the numbers that impress. It's the feeling. As I walked through, I saw people stop and close their eyes. I heard children giggle. I saw a woman gently reach out to touch a petal, as if it were too delicate to believe. Bees floated between flowers like monks in meditation. Butterflies hovered like tiny dreams in the sunlight. And all around me, a calm I didn't know I needed. The garden slowly gives way to another kind of stillness. A pond. Flat, clear, undisturbed. Clouds rested on its surface. Even the breeze didn't dare interrupt. A turtle appeared.
Slow.
Graceful. Ancient. It didn't rush. Didn't hide. It simply moved. With the rhythm of something that's been here far longer than us. Then I noticed him, an elderly man, maybe in his 80s, sitting quietly on a stone bench. No phone, no distraction, just his hands, gently tearing pieces of bread. The turtles came toward him, not out of hunger, but trust.
He didn't speak.
He didn't smile, but there was something beautiful in the way he moved. Slow, steady, kind. That moment wasn't about spectacle. It was about care, presence, connection. A simple act, feeding turtles, suddenly felt like a sacred ceremony between two lives, human and wild. I stayed there for a long time, longer than I expected, not to film, not to create content, just to remember how it feels to witness peace.
엄청 큰 것도 있네.
우와 얘네 물고기 사냥한다. 아니 겨울에 물고기가 물이 없는 데인데
얼어 있다가
어머 얘네 물고기를 어떻게 안 좋아해? 우와 한 마리 가져가고 싶어.
야 이거 들어가. 이거 들어가 큰 거지.
미안. 제일 신기한 게 저 고기들이 보이는 거야. 한 살짝
When I walked back toward the garden, everything felt different. The roses seemed brighter. The breeze felt warmer. The fountain spray softer. Because once you slow down, you begin to notice. You notice how nature speaks, even when we aren't listening. You notice how beauty doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. And as the sun began to lower, casting long shadows on the path, I looked back once more. The old man was still there, still feeding, still. And in that moment I knew this wasn't just a walk. It was a memory, a story etched into the earth. And maybe If this walk brought you even one moment of peace, if it reminded you to breathe, to feel, to remember someone you miss, or to simply be, then please, like this video, share it with someone who needs a moment of calm, and subscribe to Nomad Fusion, where we find the extraordinary in quiet places. Your presence here means more than views. Every like, every comment, every shared story helps this channel grow, helps us keep exploring places that matter, not because they're trending, but because they're true. Have you ever visited a park like this? Have you ever had a moment where time stood still? Tell me in the comments. I read every word. Let's build a space on this channel where people remember how to feel again, to pause, to reflect, to appreciate the slow beauty of the world around them. Because this isn't just a travel vlog. It's a journey, a reminder, a community. So until next time, keep walking slowly, keep seeing deeply, and above all, stay curious. This is Nomad Fusion, your invitation to discover more and live bold.